10 seconds, that is all that stood between Cristiano Ronaldo and his first ever Saudi Pro League title. 10 seconds of concentration. But in the 98th minutes against Hilal, the unthinkable happened. A freaky own goal conceded by Bento, the goalkeeper of Nassr, gave Hilal a 1-1 draw against Nassr and put their title celebration in jeopardy. Some people calling them the Butler Club. And as it stands now, after the final whistle of that calamity or calamitous equalizer, the camera pans to Ronaldo, who was in flood of tears. Ronaldo was actually in tears because he couldn't believe what was happening to him. Did Nassr put up the biggest bottle job in the Riyadh Derby? Or is the media overreacting? Today, I will be breaking down the calamity of Riyadh, the calamity that Nassr put themselves into, and the possibility of them winning the league title right there in Saudi Arabia, the chances of Nassr winning the title, and also the chances of Hilal winning the title. And don't forget, the game against Damac will be Cristiano Ronaldo's biggest game in the Saudi Arabia Pro League. Yes, I repeat myself, the game against Damac, May 21st, will be Cristiano Ronaldo's biggest game in the Middle East. So Nassr have no choice than to win that game. If not, goodbye to the title. Let's look at the facts. Nassr actually played a perfect game in the 97th minute. Throughout the first to 97 minutes, they had a perfect game plan. Their defense was rock solid. They actually played as a team. Not until the 98th minutes. You get that now? And that's always in football. It's 1 second in football. When you lose focus on 1 second in football, it costs the team. The fans were literally singing champion, champion. That's from the 90s, from the first minute of that game to the 97th minute. They were chanting champions. Not unfortunately where Beto and Martinez conspired to break the heart of Nassr fans and Ronaldo's heart. It was so painful actually for the fans who were already celebrating the title. Now let's revisit what happened in the 98th minutes. There was a long throw from Hilal, and guess what? Martinez, the defender, was trying to head the ball back, and the goalkeeper, who had no business, who should have communicated to Martinez, telling him that allow the ball, but the lack of communication allowed Bento or Martinez to collide with Bento, and the ball spins into the back of the net from his hand. You see, this is why in football you need a goalkeeper with a communication skills to communicate with the defenders when to allow a ball or when to clear up the ball. And because of this now, because of this collision, because of this freaky mistake, because of this shambolic error, Nassr has now put themselves into undue pressure. They have to win their next match. And guess what? After that mistake was made, after the final whistle, the camera pans to Cristiano Ronaldo's face, and the 41-year-old veteran was in tears because he knew that this goal would demoralize Nassr. It will break the team if they don't bring a psychologist to sack the player, because you are playing against your biggest rival. What is it? It is a great achievement if you can win the title in front of your biggest rival. You don't have to let this kind of silly error rule the party. The stadium was electrifying. The yellow and white jersey filled the stadium of Nassr. And guess what? A mistake from Bento and Martinez cost Nassr the title. If Nassr does not win this title, who will they blame? It's going to be Bento and Martinez. As it stands now, Nassr sits on 83 points, while Hilal sits on 78 points. Hilal has a game in hand, which is against Neom this Saturday, May 16. So if Hilal win that game, they will be 2 points behind Nassr. And you can see the pressure. You can see why that own goal by Bento really cost Nassr this title. Some people are saying that they've already bottled it, but it's not yet over until it's over. So what Nassr needs to do to win the title, I'm going to tell you what they need to do. They have to win that game against Damac. That game is the most important game in Cristiano Ronaldo's career in far Middle East. That is the most important game for Ronaldo in his career so far. Win Damac and Nassr will be champion. For Hilal, they need to win the remaining 2 games and hope that Nassr drop points. That is the probability of Hilal winning the title, Benzema team winning the title. So where do we go from here? Nassr must beat Damac May 21st. Nassr must win Damac. That is the only thing they have to do in the next couple of days. They have to beat Damac. Operation Win Damac. That is what Nassr must do now. If not, it's goodbye to the Saudi Pro League. So guys, I want to ask you, do you think Bento and Martinez were the cause of Nassr losing and drawing the match against Hilal? Or do you think Nassr actually switched up in the 98th minute? Or do you think Nassr have actually bottled this Saudi Pro League title? Guys, let me hear your opinion and comment. Make sure you like, share, comment, and comment below so that we can have a conversation about Nassr. See you. One love.